Greetings and salutations, welcome to a brand new What If episode. This one is going to be a goodie. So basically, what if the 20 best football nations all played in one league? And I had to do a shit ton of database edits to get this one to work from the sort of ground up really. So what's happened is I've used the FIFA rankings. So the top 20 ranked teams in the world, however ridiculous the FIFA rankings are, I thought to be fair, I'll just use the top 20. And I've basically replaced all the Premiership teams with those top 20 based on where they finished last season. So Leicester were top, so they got ranked 1. So Argentina are the top ranked team. So Leicester are now Argentina. One of the things I decided not to change was I thought I'd leave the team badges as their original club because then you can see who it was that they took over. But what I've done is I've replaced the entire team. So as you can see, the manager is Gerardo Martino, who is the current Argentina manager at the time of making this. Their entire team is the senior squad of Argentina. Their under-21s is the entire under-21 team. So as you can imagine, this database is over 2,000 changes. I've stripped everything out. So the way I picked the teams is that each team, to make it perfectly fair, was that I used the most up-to-date team, which is for the European teams, the 23-man squads that they used in the Euros, and then the same with the South American teams. It's the Copa America, the most recent Copa America. So they got the most up-to-date teams. And then with the under-21s, or under-20s in South America, I just picked their most recent used squads. So to keep it nice and fair for everybody and just nice and easy. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a season and see how this turns out. So as you can see, this is the Argentina squad. They have the Argentina manager. We then have every team you'd expect. We've got Argentina, Belgium, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Croatia, Ecuador, England, France, Germany, Hungary, Italy, Mexico, Poland, Portugal, Spain, Switzerland, Turkey, Uruguay, Wales. Why am I reading this? You can all read for yourselves. But they are the top 20 teams. And what we're going to do is we're going to holiday for a season. We're not in charge of anyone. We're unemployed. And we're going to go for a season in and just see who wins the league. Because the reason I thought of this is because people argued about Portugal not deserving to win the Euros. And people said, well, they won, so they must have deserved it. But then, they only won like one game in normal time or 2 games in normal time, you could argue. So I thought this will be a much better gauge of who is actually the best team in the world. So I'm fascinated to see. Obviously, you've got the big favourites. You've got Argentina, Brazil, Germany, France, Spain, all those really, really good teams. England will probably finish mid-table. So before you watch the rest of this video, say in the comments below, put who you think will win the league after a season, and also where England will finish out of those top 20 nations. What will be interesting is we can compare it to their actual rankings to see if they finished anywhere close to their rankings. But I think it's going to be really, really good fun. I think if I had to pick now, you've got to go with the Germans. I think over the course of a season, I think the Germans are going to run through. So obviously there was a couple of other changes I had to make to the database. One was that I removed the rule about homegrown players because obviously Leicester is now full of Argentinians. And I've also imposed a transfer embargo onto all the teams for the next 5 years because you've got a good youth system, you've got a good youth team set up. So I want to see how these develop. So in this episode, we're just going to do 1 year. But I want to be able to maybe, if you guys want, leave it in the comments and I'll do the rest of the 5 years to see how those under-21s developed, how many of them get in the squad. Can Germany still be a world beater, or Argentina or Brazil or whoever it is you think's going to win? And see how they develop over time. So, as I said, all of the teams have got a transfer embargo for the next 5 years. I've also made this available on Steam Workshop. I'll leave a link in the description for just jump to Steam. But if you do know Steam Workshop, you just basically go into there, subscribe, and then start a new game and use the custom thing and pick. It's called the League of Nations, and you can just have a go for yourself and manage some of these teams because some of these teams are going to be tricky to manage. Remember, you can't buy players, so you have to use your own tactical skill to win, rather than just like, I'm really good at buying players, so therefore I win. Because look, Hungary, you're going to struggle with Hungary, I feel. So, without further ado, let's zip forward. I think we'll go to January. just as that sort of half season and see how we get on, and then we'll jump to the end of the season and see who wins our League of Nations. Be right back. Welcome back. Right, we're in the 1st of January. Let's see who is leading the... I keep forgetting the fucking name of the thing. The League of Nations after the first half of the season. Let's have a look. I haven't looked yet. So come on, England. Come on, be top 4. It's never going to be top 4, is it? Right. Ooh, okay. And the fuck are England? Oh my god, we're 4th! Jesus Christ. Sorry. Yeah, of course we're 4th. We're really good. We're really good at football. Right, so... let's have a look. 20 games gone, so just over half the season. Germany are top by 7 points. Belgium, interestingly, a second place team. Belgium have a superb team, and everybody keeps saying they're due to win something. They don't quite do it. Chile are in 3rd place, which is amazing. England 4th. So there's some big teams that are struggling. France in 5th. Portugal is 6th. Obviously, Ronaldo carrying them up to a decent position. Italy 7th, and then Spain 8th, then Argentina and Brazil, a mid-table team. Then we've got Uruguay, Croatia, Colombia, Switzerland, Mexico, Turkey, Wales, Poland, Ecuador and Hungary. Obviously, Hungary and Ecuador were both really going to struggle. Poland, a couple of really good players. Lewandowski is the obvious one, but he's not been able to carry the team alone. That's interesting. So Germany have got a very decent lead, but Belgium hot on their heels, and then there's another decent gap until Chile. I'm more surprised about Chile than England. Let's have a look at some of the player stats. So top goal scorer currently is Luis Suarez, the Bitey McBite face himself. He's got 14 goals in 20 appearances. Fantastic result for him. Ronaldo with 12 goals. Harry Kane carrying England with 10 goals. Messi with 10. Cavani with 9, Mandzukic with 9, Lewandowski with 9, and Benteke for Belgium with 8. The mighty Benteke. So average rating, Mesut Ozil, the frog-faced man, is in the lead with 8.13. Fantastic. Messi just behind him. Player of the match ratings, we've got Laporte for France with 7. John Stones doing well for England with 7. If only that was real life. Suarez and Messi also with 7. Most yellow cards, Pepe, unsurprisingly, horrible little man. He looks like an evil gremlin, and I hate him. They've got Sergio Busquets has got the most red cards. Bless you. Appearances, games won, that's not very exciting and stuff like this. Most key passes. Let's have a look at that one. Rakitic, Hazard, Muller, David Silva, Ozil. Top assist, David Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, James Rodriguez, Iniesta still chugging along. Most key tackles, John Stones. Very interesting. So let's go back to the league before we head off to the end of the season. So it looks like it's in Germany have just got to continue what they're doing. As expected, we knew they were going to be up there. That was my shout from the beginning. But Chile and England, can't believe it. We're in the top 4, boys. Come on, we can finish in the Champions League. Right, here we go. Moving on to the end of the season. Billy-doo, fade out. Billy-doo, billy-doo, billy-doo. Welcome back. Right, it's the end of the season. I haven't checked. I have no idea who won it. Obviously, Germany were favourite. And typical of the suspense part, I'm going to tell you at this point that you should subscribe to my channel and like my videos. And you should. Why should they subscribe?
Because it's brilliant and funny, and they need to get in on the ground floor before you get so big that you won't even reply to their comments anymore.
There you go. You should subscribe because I'll stop answering comments when I'm big and famous and rich. Brilliant. Thanks for that. Right. Let's have a look. Without further ado, have Germany held on to the title? Yes, wow, and some. They have smashed the opposition. Where's England? England dropped out of the Champions League spots. Right, so let's have a look. Germany came top with 87 points, a huge 15-point lead over Belgium in second place. Italy recovered well to finish in third place, 65 points. Portugal, an amazing fourth place, so maybe the Euros wasn't such a surprise. England in fifth, which I'll take that all day long. France in 6th, then we got Chile, Brazil finished poor in 8th, Argentina were 9th, and Spain were 10th. It looks like they did win a cup though, so good for Spain. Uruguay 11th, Croatia 12th, Switzerland 13th, Mexico, then Colombia, Wales survived relegation, Poland managed to drag themselves up to a 17th position, and then the 3 relegated teams were Turkey, Ecuador and Hungary. No massive surprises with the 3 relegated teams. Poland did well to survive. Let's have a look at some of the match stats and see who played well. Let's have a look at player. So, top goal scorer, Luis Suarez, 31 goals from 38 appearances. Fantastic. Ronaldo, another good... He just continues scoring wherever he goes. 22 goals in 37. Harry Kane with 18. Then Messi with 18. Mandzukic with 18. Giroud with 17. Lewandowski with 17. Pretty much single-handedly saving Poland from relegation. And Peralta for Mexico with 16. Average rating, the Fishman got... Top average rating, continued his form to the rest of the season, 8.13. Messi second. Then we've got Laporte, Silva and Suarez. Players of the match was Luis Suarez with 13. Messi, Laporte, David Silva, Ozil. Yellow cards, Gerard Piqué with 15 yellow cards. And horrible gremlin Pepe finished the season with 3 red cards in the least surprising news of the entire season. Let's have a look at assists. So most assists was David Silva with 12. De Bruyne also got 12. I love that player in real life. I so wish he played for Liverpool. Pena for Mexico got 11. Got Dani Alves with 10. Very attacking fullback. Iniesta still doing his thing at the age of 32. 10 assists. Moutinho with 10 for Portugal. James Rodriguez with 10. And Mesut Ozil with 10. So, let's go back at look at this league table. I think sort of it sums it up. It was my favourite from the start, Germany. I didn't think they'd smash it by quite as much. I think the biggest underperformers were the likes of Spain, Argentina and Brazil probably were the biggest underachievers. Like Chile finished above them. England finished above them. Portugal finished above them. You know, I think they really struggled. But it's been a fascinating test. Like I said, I will make this available in the Steam Workshop, so you can go and check that out in the link in the description. If you want to play one of these countries, and let me know in the comments how you do and stuff like that. That'd be fascinating to see, because I haven't actually played this save yet. It took me 8 hours to actually make the fucking thing. So I haven't actually had a chance to manage one of these teams yet, but I'm definitely going to give it a go. I want to see if I can win the league with England, because obviously you're not allowed transfers, so that should make things really interesting. It's all about the choice of tactics and players that you use from your existing team. Hope you enjoyed this, guys. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe for plenty more fun experiments and random shit and lots of good Football Manager content. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.